66 million years ago, two forces collided. The real story was never told. The Primordials. The Ascendancy learned from the demonstration. They did not come back the same way. They came back smarter. While the Primordials showed their strength, the Ascendancy found their edges. The wide formation was gone. In its place, speed, precision, multiple entry points. They had found the gaps between the Primordials' coordination, and they were moving through them before Soren could close them. Soren felt something he had never felt before. Being behind. The Ascendancy had done what no enemy had done. They had made him react. Dravon gave everything the moment demanded. The seismic force came again and again. But the Ascendancy weapons found him each time. Not enough to stop him, enough to cost him. Cost, accumulated, becomes a limit. Eldros felt the disruption through the Earth's own pain. The Ascendancy had found the frequencies. The channels he used to amplify the others, they were targeting them. Not destroying, disrupting. Both stop you. One you can see. Soren made the decision before Dravon would have. Withdraw, hold the core, give the edges. It was the right decision. Because every step back was the first step back the Primordials had ever taken in the history of this world. They had held the core. They had not broken. But they had given ground. For the first time in the memory of this world, the Primordials had given ground. Eldros had carried the secrets longer than either of them had been alive. He had chosen silence, because speaking changes things, but the day had shown him what silence also costs. He told them the truth, long before the Empire, before the ships. He had spoken to them, to the Ascendancy, when they were something else entirely. They had not always been what they are now. Once, they were explorers, not conquerors. Eldros had felt them then, through the Earth's frequencies, a civilization still becoming. He had answered, then silence, then empire. What happened between those two things was what Eldros had carried ever since. Did they listen when you spoke to them? Yes, said Eldros. And then they built an empire. Yes. Dravon looked north. Then what they listened to wasn't enough to stop what they became. Does Vaeron know? Does he know what this world already said to his empire before it became what it is? Eldros met his gaze. No, he said, but he is beginning to feel it. Vaeron had won the day. But he kept returning to one detail, a frequency in the forest's energy signature, ancient, deliberate, almost like a pattern, almost like a message. He did not have the equipment to read it. The forest held two temperatures now, cold at the edges, warm at the heart. Both sides knew the line would not hold. Both sides were preparing for when it moved. Eldros had spoken what he carried. It did not make the burden lighter. It made it shared. What came next would come from truth, not silence. He did not know if that was better, but it was real. Episode 9. The Offer.